Greetings and welcome back once again to Gettysburg. So, we were just about to launch our full assault against McPherson and Seminary Ridges, so let us see how the Union has responded. And because I can, let's put that back on. I do like this one. So, let's see. What's he gonna do to try and buy time? That is the question. (22nd Virginia Battalion) lost quite a few men. Tennessee, Alabamians, Tennessee and Alabamians. Lots of movement, so where could the Federal infantry be? That's the question, isn't it? There it is, the courthouse. Speed it up a little bit. And we'll see if we spot anything. So he obviously knows of Pender, or at least the lead elements of Pender, arriving. Black Horse Tavern. With the Purcell and the Letcher Virginia battery now set up, the Fredericksburg battery, and then the PD South Carolina battery, between all 16 guns, I should be able to start to win an artillery duel over here. What are you? You're a 10-pounder Parrot, 12-pounder howitzer. Napoleons. Most of my artillery will be Napoleons, with some 12-pound howitzers and 3-inch rifles, with the occasional heavier gun, like a 10-pounder Parrot. Or in this case, Whitworths. These suckers outrange everything else. 3 inches, 3 inches. What are they? 3 inches, yeah. More 3 inches, more 3 inches. And then the artillery over here while he moves. Parrots, 3 inches, Napoleons, and 12-pound howitzers. Parrot, Napoleon, 3 inches. Yeah, why is it doing that? But yeah, Parrot, 3 inch, Napoleon, yeah. So those Whitworths outrange everything else. But I only have 2 of them. So, interestingly, if they could see, that is humongous. That is truly ridiculous. They could shoot, technically, all the way from Blotcher's Knoll over here, all the way to the clump of trees. That is extreme when it comes to range, because that's well over a mile. Hello, cavalry. They fall back as well. He's sort of leaving a screen of cavalry, while also pulling back the rest, because that's the key thing. They don't want to be there when my infantry assault. So there goes those horse guns riding off, which again makes sense. No effect. Lost a couple of men as they zoomed off. Alrighty. So nothing really to write home about just yet. So we'll bring up the Mississippians and Pender's wagon with the 3rd Corps Artillery Reserve. Colonel Perrin will move up. They will disorder. I'll disorder them just to get into position. The rest of Pender, Lane and his North Carolinians. And they will move up there as they look to be the right flank of Pender's division. And then General Thomas's brigade will base it, Georgians will basically take up position there, and then Scales with his North Carolinians will be full-time reserve, I think. So I'll basically have Perrin and Lane up front, Thomas behind, Perrin to support, and then Scales as reserve. And we'll bring these boys up. Now, let us... So that's them done. The Alabama Battalion, the 7th Tennessee, 1st Tennessee Provincials, are going to push through McPherson's Wood. In the meantime, the 14th Tennessee and the 13th Alabama they are to push this way and extend to basically protect the flank of the rest of the brigade. Pettigrew's brigade will also advance and will advance onto onto the upper part of McPherson's Ridge. With the rest pushing forward as well. Up there. Onto where McPherson's farm is. Brockenbauer will also push forward now, with the note that basically with the rest of the division pushed forward, he's, quote, no longer really needed where he was sitting. And then Davis will push forward as well. What's the range? 17. So in this case, the Letcher and Purcell Virginia batteries will move forward. The Fredericksburg and PD South Carolina batteries, and the Crenshaw battery. And then Davis is going to basically guard the artillery. So it might not be pretty at the moment, but it is effective as I push forward. They are... Ooh, they unlimbered, didn't they? These boys are probably going to get blasted by that artillery. At range 7, let's assume they are, for example... Where are they? What are they? That's the question. So, for example, let's assume they are the most common, which is obviously a Napoleon. Medium range is 7 hexes, so they'll be at medium range. If they're something like a 3-incher, they're definitely at medium range. 21 hexes for medium range. 4. So Whitworths might have that huge range, but they don't actually do a lot of damage, interestingly enough. They ain't no 30-pounder parrot at 1 hex. Still, it works. And Pender has pushed up as well now. He's in effective command of Hill. Heath is in effective command of Hill. And then they're all in effective command of their brigades. So we have an hour before Rhodes, Early, and just the entire, most of the Second Corps becomes available. So in an hour, we are just going to absolutely charge down the Bendersville Road to get into position. And then Early is going to charge straight down the Harrisburg Road. But I think that's that for now. Everyone's moved. So, let's push on. 9 AM on July 1st. Now, the real question is, where is the First Corps? Is the First Corps sitting on Seminary Ridge? Possibly. There's worse places to be sitting than Seminary Ridge. But more than likely, I suspect he'll be on Cemetery Hill. So, for now, then, let us push forward. So, I thank you all for watching. I hope you have enjoyed, once again, or at least found it informative. But until next time, this has been Gettysburg, and I will see you all very soon.